Welcome back to Great Day Houston. Identity theft can drain your bank account, destroy your credit, and take years to recover from the damage it creates. Here to talk about 5 ways criminals try to steal your identity and offer solutions to protect yourself before it's too late is Jeff Moore with Top Gun Investigations and Security Consulting. Good morning.
Good morning, Deborah. Good to be here.
I just heard the Secretary of Homeland Security today say that we have a bigger threat in cyber crimes than we do like actual physical crimes in this country. And so that kind of translates to us as well in terms of the attack on our personal lives.
That's very true. You know, right now, identity theft is the #1 fastest growing crime in the United States. 10 million people have already been affected. I mean, 10 million, and less than 10% of those cases get investigated. And then how many of those do they even actually catch the perpetrator?
Yeah. A lot of times people find out, when I remember I applied for a loan for a house once, they said they're going to approve the loan, but they're kind of concerned about the fact that she's paying only the minimum every month on her MasterCard. I was like, I don't have a MasterCard. And so we had to go through that whole thing. Somebody had gotten my information, so you got to check to see what's out there. All right, some of the ways that they can get your information and you're not thinking about is plain old-fashioned dumpster diving.
That's it, absolutely. This has been going on. This was actually the very beginning of how they did it. Apartment complexes, mailbox areas where there's trash cans, or your trash can. If you're going to put your trash, first and foremost, put it out the morning of. And second of all, invest in a shredder.
Yeah.
You need to shred any type of bills, statements, medical, any of that type of stuff. Invest in a shredder, shred it up. That way you don't even have to worry about it.
Yeah, because they're looking not only your name, but they can associate and connect your name to an address to a bill, like your electricity bill, whatever. They can make a lot of assumptions that way.
They can. There's so many different ways they can connect you. Once they get your identity, then sky's the limit.
Yeah.
They can go after anything. It doesn't matter. There's been people that bought homes on other people's identities.
Wow.
Cars, plastic surgery. I mean, you name it, they got it.
Okay, shoulder surfing.
Yes. You know, let's say the DPS, or you're getting your driver's license done, or even at the mall, you know, be careful about just holding your iPad or your phone out where people can see. People can look right over your shoulder, even on a plane. I literally watched a guy checking his bank account on a plane between the seats, and I saw his account number, how much he had in his accounts. I mean, people need to be a little more conscious of when they're getting on their phones or computers.
All right. Phishing and spam email. I remember getting the email that had my bank's logo on it, looked completely official, and they're asking certain questions. I actually went by my bank because I wasn't sure, and then the bank said, we don't do that, so don't pay attention.
No financial institution does that. They should never send you an email asking for your personal information.
Don't they already have it?
They already have it, exactly. That should be the red flag right there. You should always initiate the phone call or the email when you are giving your personal information.
Okay, social media. We put so much out there, even the simple stuff like, hey, look at us, we're in Hawaii, we're here, or we're wherever, and you tell people, I'm not home, which means the vault is open, right?
Exactly, and that's been kind of the new trend. Is people need to be very careful about letting people know that, you know, that they're not just out somewhere and their home's exposed. Be careful what you put on your social media.
Yeah.
You know, some people put, you know, their full birthday, they put all kinds of extra stuff on there that it doesn't take long for an identity thief to make a connection.
Yeah, yeah. All right, preying on travelers and tourists, because we put let our guard down usually when we're out and about.
We do. We feel safer when we're abroad in some cases because you're on vacation. You're having some drinks maybe, you let your hair down, but they do tend to prey on us when we're out of the country. They like to hang around the ATMs or anywhere you're getting money, and never ever, if you can avoid it, always pay by cash. Don't use your credit cards or debit cards out of the country.
Yeah. All those spam phone calls that we're getting, and so they can sound pretty convincing sometimes. And I know you start questioning yourself, like, you know, I really did pay my taxes, right? That's one of the big ones. They call you and say you got to pay right now. People fall for this.
There's a huge amount of people falling for it, especially the IRS scam. We've talked about that one before. You've gotten the call.
Yeah.
I've gotten the call about 10 times this year, thinking, you know, and what they do is they try to keep you on the phone long enough scare you to go to an ATM or a bank and keep you on the phone the whole time, draw out some money, go to a Western Union, wire the money, and then they tell you they'll get the charges dropped. It's a huge scam. IRS does not operate like that. No entity, police station, nobody operates like that.
Another one I got recently was somebody called and said, you owe a balance of blah, blah, blah on your a cable account or something. And I was like, I don't think so, because I just transferred and I settled up before. And they go, no, you owe this. And it's usually a small enough amount of money where you just want to get rid of it instead of arguing about it, but a big chunk of money. And so I went ahead and called and said, do I owe you it? They're like, no, you don't owe us anything. So sometimes people know if you've moved, for example, that you may think you really did leave a bill someplace.
Yes, exactly. I mean, they've gotten extremely creative on how they can try to get money from us, that's for sure.
At the end of the day, it's up to us to be vigilant and check on your credit report, because you'll be amazed at some things that might pop up.
Yeah, you have a right. A lot of people don't know. You have a right to check your credit report for free once a year, annualcreditreport.com. And you can check it as many other times as you wish. I'd say a minimum 2 times a year at least. Check, see what's on your credit, see what's going on, because when you start getting the bills in, it's too late at that point.
Yeah, and you got to fight. All right, so like if I find out somebody else has gotten a house or the car that I want in my name and I don't have it, I'm coming to you, because you are a private investigator. You can hunt stuff down.
That's it. At Top Gun Investigations, we have people that come to us, and the important thing is get on it while it's hot. The chances of law enforcement investigating it just due to it's out of control.
Right.
It's absolutely out of control. We can jump on the case a little bit quicker.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. And if you want more information about how to protect yourself from identity theft, or maybe you need someone to do some investigative work or security work, visit greatdayhouston.com and we'll connect you to Jeff at Top Gun Investigations and Security Consulting. We'll also list information for all 3 credit bureaus and a link to the Federal Trade Commission's identity theft website.